guys, so I thought I would do something interesting for Sundays. I want to start filming like these little story things that happen to me, because some of them are pretty weird and I thought they would be entertaining. So welcome to Sunday Stories with me, your host. So the first one is going to be a wild ride. So it's going to be me getting catfished. So let's start. This was actually pretty recent. Maybe it started around half a year ago. Basically, I was in this fan group on Facebook for people with like Gravity Falls and stuff like that, and you can talk about the characters and whatever like that. And I became friends with this guy, and we called each other like the real Bill and the real Dipper Gleeful, and we were friends and stuff like that. And I found out that he lived only like half hour away from me, like in the actual New York City, like around me, and I thought that was pretty cool. And but we had never actually made plans to hang out because there was Liberty City Anime Con coming up, and he was going to meet me there on the last day, on Sunday. So we were friends for like over the course of months. And we were really good friends. Like, we were really close friends. He had only ever sent me one picture of himself before, and we never video chatted. But that's just because I don't like to video chat. We never talked on the phone either, only because he was always so busy with like work. That's why he would go offline sometimes too, because he'd be busy with work. He was trying to like get promoted up at his job. So I didn't really care, I guess. That one picture is good enough for me, whatever. So Liberty City Con rolls around, and every day up until Liberty City, he's like, yeah, I got my weekend ticket, I'm ready to go, blah, blah. But then, like, a day before the con, he's completely offline. And I'm like, I wonder what happened, I don't know. Then Friday, he's completely offline. And I was like, okay, where'd he go? And I keep messaging him, and the thing is that I don't have his cell phone number because he only has a work cell phone. So I only have his Facebook. So I'm messaging him repeatedly, like, where are you? Are you coming? I got nothing back all of Friday. So that was annoying. And then Saturday comes, and he's still offline. And it's weird, because he's, like, completely offline. So I was like, I left him a message. I was like, listen, if you can't make it, tell me, and I won't be pissed off at you, but don't just stay fucking offline. And then towards the end of the day, it's like 9 p.m., I'm still at Liberty City Anime Con with my friends. And I actually cut this out of the vlog, but I was thinking about putting it in there, but then when I found out everything I found out after, I did not put it in there. I had gotten a message on my Facebook from him, and I turned to my friend Panna, who was, I think, Kenma on Saturday, and I was like, oh my god, he messaged me, because they knew who he was. And I was like, he said that he went out drinking on Friday, and that he was like hungover and stuff, and too hungover to be online, and too hungover to come and stuff like that. And then he said that on Saturday he did come, but he was in normal civilian clothes, and he didn't see me anywhere. And obviously I didn't see him anywhere. I was like, well, why didn't you just get on Facebook and message me? And he was like, oh, I had bad service, blah, blah, blah. Which I guess I could understand, because there was some parts of the con that had bad service, but there were some parts of the con that didn't. So I was like, okay, that sucks. And he was like, yeah, we didn't stay that long anyway. We stayed for like an hour and a half because he came with his friends, because I had like a headache still. And I was like, alright, fine. And I was like, but you're coming tomorrow, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm definitely coming tomorrow. I'm going to see you tomorrow and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. That kind of sucks though, because I was Dipper that day, and I was going to be Maki on Sunday, but I mean, I guess. So then Sunday comes, and I'm waiting for his message. Nothing so far. 12 o'clock in the afternoon, still nothing. And he told me he was going to be here at 12. So still nothing. 1 o'clock, nothing. I can't pick up. 2 o'clock finally rolls around, and I get a message from him saying, sorry, we woke up late. We're on our way now. I'm just trying to pull her out the door, his friend. And I was like, come on, I'm waiting here. I'm so excited to meet you. And you said you were going to come at this like earlier time and stuff like that. And I'm ashamed to say that for a lot of the con, it was spent with me waiting and waiting and waiting on him. But that's why I never filmed like an end to the con on Sunday, and I never like was very happy at the end of the con because I was upset. Because guess what? He never showed up. After that message, he went offline again. I didn't get any messages from him. I was like, where the fuck are you? Keep asking me over and over again. And keep in mind that this kid is supposed to live 10 minutes away from the con. So, absolutely nothing. Right? Never, didn't hear of anything. I was upset. I was like, I don't know what happened to him. And at this point in time, it did not occur to me that he was lying about anything. I just thought, well, it didn't occur to me that he was lying about what he looks like is what I mean. It just thought maybe he lied about wanting to come to the con, or maybe he couldn't come to the con after all, or something happened to him. So I'm worried. Days after the con, still nothing, still nothing, still nothing. Finally, a week after the con, I start getting worried, honestly, because he's never been offline this long. So I started to message his friends, and they were like like his other online friends is what I mean. And they're like, no, we don't really talk that much, blah, blah. Finally, I talked to my ex, and she was like, oh, her friend Autumn, who, like, I know of a little bit, is really good friends with this guy whose name is Alex, and I can't believe I didn't say his name till now. So Autumn is really good friends with Alex, right? And I'm like, okay, can you tell Autumn that's me? And she's like, sure. And then she's like, but can I see Alex's picture? And maybe I'll run a Google image search for you. And I was like, I already tried that the second that he sent me the picture, and I got no results. Because I was smart about it in the beginning. I did try to Google search his image, and I got nothing, so I was happy. And she was like, okay, but just for me anyway, because I might get something different. And I was like, fine. So I sent her the picture. She searches it. Of course, there's nothing at first, but what I didn't think to do was click page 2 in the Google Images search, because page 1 was just about, he had this pattern on his vest that like matched like some other vest or something that came up, and that was the only thing that came up on page 1. That's why I was like, oh, he's real. I didn't think to click page 2. She did, and she found his picture on a Twitter account for some Spanish like meme page, and I was like, why is it there? And I was trying to think, like, okay, maybe he's bilingual or something. And I was like, no, because I remember him telling me that he couldn't speak any language other than English. So then I messaged the meme page, and I actually tried to translate it into Spanish, because I don't speak Spanish. And then I saw this guy who was tweeting at the meme page. So I messaged him, because he spoke English. And he was like, oh, that's just a page that me and my friends came up with just to, like, make fun of stuff. And I was like, well, where'd you get the picture from? He sent me a link to the Spanish Viner. And when I click on the Spanish Viner, it's Alex. Like, it's not Alex, but it's the guy in the picture that Alex sent me. I don't remember what his name is. Oh, Otto. And he's a Spanish Viner who's got a follow count for wherever he lives. But he has, like, pictures of him actually growing older. Like, Alex sent me a picture of this guy when he was probably still in high school. But this guy's probably, like, 24, 25 by now because he's got, like, facial hair. At this point, I'm really upset because I pretty much just discovered that Alex was using fake pictures. And in case I didn't already know before, I was, like, so stuck in denial. And Autumn messages me, and I tell her everything that I found. And she was like, are you sure maybe Otto isn't impersonating Alex? Because Alex told me he's from a Spanish family. I'm like, Alex never told me that. And she said that Alex knew how to speak Spanish. I was like, Alex never told me that either. But Alex did tell her that he lived right in the city, so at least that part wasn't a lie. I think the only part that is a lie is how he looks. So I was upset, and she was upset, because apparently she's been friends with him for, like, years. And I was only for, like, several months. And I was like, well, obviously I thanked the guy for, like, giving me this information, because now I see that Alex isn't real. And she wanted me to keep it a secret when Alex did come back, because she didn't want Alex to run off, and we would never be able to contact him. And I was like, I'm not going to keep it a secret. I'm not going to just sit there and talk to him again, even though he's, like, lying to my face. And it's just going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be weird. It's going to be something that I don't like, especially with how close we were. Be able to have to talk to you comfortably, knowing that you're basically lying to me right now about how you look like. But he still hasn't messaged me. Liberty City Anime Con was, over a month ago, as you know. Saturday of the con was the last time I talked to him. And he still hasn't messaged me, and he still hasn't been online. if he's on a secret account somewhere else I don't know about, possibly, but on that account, he hasn't been online. And it sucks. I just wanted answers. I was planning on when he came back to call him and ask, like, can we Skype or go on, like, phone or, like, call me or something. Slowly try to come out with it instead of actually telling him, look, I found all this information, you're a liar. I wasn't going to do that. But as time goes on and as he's not messaging me, I'm thinking that that's the last of it. So, unfortunately, this story does not have a sealed ending because he still could message me back in a week, a month, a year, 2 years. And if that ever does happen, I guess I'll be prepared. And if it doesn't, then this is the ending. So, thanks for watching. Leave suggestions if you have it, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.